Vibhav, lay it on us, man. What we got? What we got, bro?
What we got?
I mean, honestly, Dying Light was a fantastic game, and yeah, I'm super hyped for Dying Light 2 too. I mean, uh, and so we basically got like a gameplay reveal like last year, right? And then there was like
Yeah.
radio silence
Yeah.
for a long time until right now.
But that
And
was really
I
cool.
mean,
Like that shit was really cool. I was really
yeah,
like it
Yeah.
seemed a level above what Dying Light was, and I feel like that's how sequels should be. But
Yeah.
yeah, the parkour in that was like really good. I
Yeah, it
really
looked like
dig
they
it.
got more budget,
it
basically.
was.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, and I mean they're implementing like map changes and stuff like that through your gameplay. So basically,
Yeah.
if you make like a decision, and this is like a complete RPG turn for that game, where you
Ooh.
if
Okay.
you make like a if you make like a decision in the game, it basically changes like areas in your map and
Oh
basically the
shit.
entire thing.
So
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
geographic
damn.
geographic
Yeah.
yeah,
impact.
it
Yeah.
does.
Oh shit.
I
Okay,
mean,
okay, okay.
they've got like that on the plate and everything, and like recently they didn't. I mean, honestly, this one was slightly underwhelming compared to what was declared last year.
Ooh.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, and this is slightly negative, but like also take this with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
So there was this one report launched in like February of this year, which stated that the Dying Light 2 script has been rewritten over 6 times, and employees are
What?
getting fired like right and left, and the CEO is making like terrible decisions.
Okay.
And
Oh
I don't want to
shit.
say like Cyberpunk, but yeah, like
Yo, don't
Cyberpunk.
even, bro. Touch wood, bro. Touch wood. I cannot like
Yeah,
that.
no.
Cause wait, is it Dying Light? Dying Light's the one that's coming out December 7th, right?
Yeah,
That's
it is.
a day after I turned 24. So last time around, my gift was Cyberpunk 2077, and I was so hyped for it, and it messed up. And now if I'm honestly hyped for Dying Light 2, and I feel like I'm gonna ask for that for a gift. And if that also messes up, bro, I cannot take this shit. I cannot. Like that's the
I
universe
mean,
working against me.
it's basically so Dying Light has been such a fantastic game, and that gameplay reveal was so promising. I really don't want anything to go wrong right now
Yeah,
because of how
yeah,
good all of that was.
Damn.
But yeah, this these reports feel seem pretty legit.
Oh
We'll
no.
add this in
yeah.
description if we can.
Oh no.
And it's slightly scary considering from even like a studio point of view that people that work there are living in such weird toxic environment.
What, crunch?
Uh, it's not crunch. Say it's more like an autocratic environment where like the CEO calls all the shots,
Right.
and he if you're like trying to pitch an idea and it costs more, they literally fire you like
So it's a
2 days
corporate
later or
view,
something.
basically, not like a passion
It
for
is. It
gaming.
is.
Damn.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
I
wonder if
mean,
that changed. I wonder if it, like, because we didn't hear anything like this for the first one, right? And I think, but I feel like that's, and I don't have much context for this, but if this is something that happens to a lot of studios, then that sucks because like the first game ends up being really good because it was such a passion project, and the people who worked on it were coming at it the right with the right kind of energy and the right kind of discussions, but then when they realize that it's sold like crazy and they realize this is how much money they can make, if then studios change in a way where I mean the fact that they're firing people just for coming up with concepts or
yeah.
ideas, I mean I don't know how true that is, but
Hmm.
in and of itself sounds messed up. I mean there's a lot of bad things that happened that was out of like their control and our control just because of the pandemic. Like there's a lot of shit that happened for studios and
True.
I mean I think Dying Light 2 was supposed to release 2021
Last year.
Feb. Like it was supposed to release first quarter of 2021, and
No, I
like
think
a
it
lot.
was slated for like spring 2020 or something. I
Oh,
don't
sorry,
remember.
2020. That's what I
And then
meant.
it
I mean,
got,
we're in 2021. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah. I
delayed
mean, a lot.
indefinitely.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, from that perspective, I think even the market is very patient with the studios.
Hmm.
But then on top of that, these guys are doing this kind of stuff. Like that's messed up. But I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
We don't
true.
have the whole picture. so I'm not gonna pass any judgment. But if it
Yeah,
is the case,
exactly.
that'd be
Yeah,
messed
neither
up.
Don't
am
know
I.
yet.
I'm just hoping for the best one over here.
Yeah.
The first game was really promising.
You
I
played the
just
first
hope it
one?
more of the.
Did you
Yeah, I
play the first
have.
one?
And
Okay.
I mean, have do you guys remember like the following, which was like,
The DLC.
uh,
The DLC,
yeah,
right?
yeah, the
Yeah,
expansion
the
Yeah.
DLC.
following DLC.
I mean, when I started playing Dying Light, I really wanted vehicles in the game, but there wasn't any. And then the following, I think, introduced the vehicles, right? Like,
Yeah,
so
Yeah,
that was a
they
buggies.
big, that
introduced
was a
like a
big thing.
dune buggy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, so
So
I
anything
mean that's
else?
it, I guess, for Dying Light.
Yeah. Yo, Chris, you also watched the gameplay, right? Was
The
there anything
gameplay.
in specific?
Yeah, dude, the gameplay was so sick. Like, okay, one, the story of Dying Light is basically set 15 or 20 years in the future after the events of Haran.
Yeah.
So
It
basically in
is.
Yeah.
Haran, right? That's the place. Haran or Haran?
Yeah.
Haran.
Haran.
Uh,
Haran, yeah.
the first
So,
game was in Haran, and
Haran.
right now they're like moving to like a Europe-based city, which is going
right.
to be like 4 times bigger than the
Yeah,
It's a
that's
different.
crazy.
OG map.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like in the first game, the virus was only contained in Haran, right? And
Yeah.
so it wasn't like a global pandemic. It was just like contained in Haran, lockdown. Like, and then this new game, Dying Light 2, is 15 to 20 years in the future, where the whole world is now taken over. It's a
Right.
post-apocalyptic world, and like you're trying to survive now. So the
Yeah.
zombies there are mutated over the 15 to 20 years. So
Yeah,
they're
that's
more
one thing.
insane
Yeah.
zombies.
Yeah.
They're
That's
really
I saw.
crazy
I
looking
saw.
zombies.
That's one thing I realized. Like the words they used, I think, was mutated and evolved. So like
Yeah.
it's not just a mutation, but also an evolution. And
Yeah.
yeah,
some of the things that they showed, like how like all the way from the belly up the chest, like this weird opening
It
thing.
opens up. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some crazy mutations, bro. Like that's one thing. Honestly, have they announced? Have they confirmed multiplayer for Dying Light 2?
they
There should
have
be.
four-player multiplayer will be returning.
So it's
Yeah,
co-op, right?
good.
Oh, damn.
Good,
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
good, good, good.
Fun.
Yeah,
That's the main part
there
about
was
Dying Light, the co-op
Yeah.
part.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, so that was dope, man. That was dope. Also, I think, was it Dying Light 2? No, this was from the other reveal. But yeah, no, I think that's pretty much it. Like, I think Dying Light 2 is probably the shortest gameplay reveal out of the three, right? If I'm not wrong. It was like,
Actually, kind of.
considering what they
close.
revealed last year,
yeah.
it's probably
Actually,
the
there's more
biggest
to talk
event.
about. There's more to talk about from last year's reveal because last year's reveal, I feel like,
Yeah, it was super
yeah,
amazing.
the biggest thing that struck out to me from last year's reveal was the I think the verticality is a lot more. The verticality in
Yeah,
the world is a lot more, and the intricacy in the buildings and like the methods of commuting in parkour. Like there's different settings for you to do it. Like I don't think we had the whole jump on the pole and then like swing through the small gap in the middle. That kind of movement, it didn't exist before, right?
Yeah.
So I think they're making parkour a lot more intricate and seamless in this one, which is like the ideal move for Dying Light, a game like Dying Light that's really on parkour, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, another weird or interesting thing about Dying Light 2 is the zombies seem to be hibernating during the day. They only come out at the night.
Yeah.
It's different from the
And
first
then when they come out in the night, the nests
Yeah.
are empty, so you can find a lot of cool loot
cool
and
weapons
stuff like
or
that, right?
loot. Yeah, so that's one thing to
Yeah.
keep note of. But that's interesting. It's kind of like the what's the movie? Will Smith, I Am Legend.
Legend,
But
Yeah,
zombies are all hibernating during
So
the
it's
day,
almost
sleeping.
like your enemy during the day is just other humans, and at
Exactly.
night
The three
it's the
factions.
zombies. Yeah, and I
Oh
think
yeah,
the whole human enemy thing is a lot more evident now. It's a lot more bigger. It's a much bigger uh, concept or a factor of the game than it was in the first game, which makes total sense because now we're talking 20 years in a post-apocalyptic world, right? So
Yeah.
so there has to be human civilization that's just gone crazy. So So
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good balance and a realistic one in relation to whatever happened in the last game. So yeah,
True.
I think that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
There are three factions. One is run by these prison inmates that escaped, and now the leader is trying to take over the whole, world. I guess I'm not sure in
Right,
his own view.
right,
That's like a one group. I feel like and then
right.
there's two other factions, and I feel like I think you can join one of these factions. I guess help one of them, and when you help one of them, the others
Yeah, the
become
other
negative
two
towards you or
get
something.
affected.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about
Oh,
that, but
okay, okay,
that's what I
okay,
got from
okay.
the review.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it basically will keep, evolving your map or world in
Yeah.
the way that you
Yeah.
keep helping
Right,
with each
right,
other.
right, right, right. Makes
Yeah,
sense,
like
makes
maybe
sense.
one of them will ask you to blow up this tower or something. That's what I saw in the trailer. I'm not sure, but you blow up
Yeah,
this
I
Right.
tower.
mean, the trailer had like this one place where, so basically, this place has been flooded for a particular reason, and then because your faction needs water, you basically open the floodgates,
Oh,
and then
right.
this new area gets revealed where you can like traverse and all, and there is a new zombie type and everything all.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
That is
it's
interesting.
it's pretty
Damn,
amazing.
damn,
That's
damn. That's
dope. That's
interesting.
dope. That's dope.
Right.
Yeah, man. Dying
Yeah,
Light 2, December 7th, right? That's their stipulated
yeah,
release date.
yeah, I guess so.
December 7th, 2021. Cool, man. I'm stoked.